Very good afternoon to all of you present here. So I'm going to talk on something quite important in pediatric ophthalmology practice, which is I'm going to try to give you a few pearls on prescribing eyeglasses in children. So how many of you are actually practicing pediatric ophthalmologists? Okay, so I think this is one of the most common situations that you'll be coming across in your practice, that is refractive errors. So I do not have any commercial interest or financial relationships to disclose. So why is refractive error so important? Because it's one of the major causes of curable visual impairment among the pediatric population. Roughly it affects around 3% of school-going children in South India, though in ethnic groups it may differ. And in 95% of cases, the visually impaired children with glasses, it definitely improves their vision. So glass serves myriad uses. So they help to provide better vision. They help to straighten the eyes as in strabismus. They are useful in amblyopia therapy, relieves asthenopia, and also can be used as protective eyeglasses. We usually give protective glasses in one-eyed children. And to understand how to prescribe glasses in children, we need to have certain understanding of normal visual development. So the pupillary light reflexes develop even before the birth of the child, around 31 weeks, and parents and baby eye contact develops around 6 weeks. The child starts showing interest in bright objects around 2 to 3 months and develops quite a normal fixation, foveal fixation around 6 months. So if these are not developed, then the parents are already apprehensive and they come to you. And we also need to understand the natural history of development of refractive errors. All child are not born emmetropic. Mostly hypermetropia is quite common at birth, around about 3 to 4 diopters of hyperopia, and in few cases there may be myopic, and they start emmetropizing, and this process goes on around 12 to 13 years of age, but mostly it is complete around the age of 9 years. And when it comes to myopia, the inheritance is multifactorial and it's difficult to thoroughly understand all the factors involved in the development of myopia. And also environmental factors, definitely they modify genetic influence. So the understanding of the creation of refractive errors is quite complex. And when we try to analyze the correlation between age and refractive errors, in premature infants, we would have seen that myopia is quite common, and it is usually of a high myopia. And in full-term newborn infants, hyperopia is most common refractive error that we encounter. In preschool age group, the refractive error quite rapidly changes as the eye grows. The axial length of the eye differs by around 5 mm by the age of 3 years and birth. And in school-going errors, there is again some